to the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you a new collective energy reading. I hope everybody is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ooh, I was about to sneeze. Hold on. Mm, I'm about to cheese. Ring that bell, that way you're notified anytime I come on. When you subscribe, excuse me, I was about to sneeze. It came and it stopped. So I don't know if that's significant to anything, but it was like, I'm about to blow. So, this Mercury retrograde finally ended. Now, we do have what they call plus or minus, a shadow period, rather, usually 5 days beyond. And it ended, excuse me, on Sunday. I'm already feeling the shift, personally. What's up, Cherry? I'm already feeling the shift. It's possible new beginnings, bigger and better than before. I'm seeing, I'm seeing some good stuff. So we're gonna do a reading. We're gonna see what Spirit has. We're gonna start off with Tarot, the Crow Tarot, and see what Spirit got in store for us. We're gonna keep it there. You know what I'm saying? Let's shake off that old energy, all that confusion, all that delusion. You know what I'm saying? All those options we thought we had, and it's like clearing the way for more focus, right? So we might have a lot of options. You can go good, bad, ugly, but when you start clearing things away, start realizing what is for you versus what isn't. That's a whole different type of focus and determination, right? All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What they need to know. Queen of Wands, you can do it, boo. You are capable. You are strong. You are focused. You are determined. The Queen of Wands epitomizes a woman of stature that has accomplished a lot. A feminine energy. I don't know, be a woman, but a feminine energy that knows who she is, what her purpose is, what her drive is, right? So that's what you are in your past energy. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. Black Cherry, you see that? Page of Wands. Somebody got an announcement to make. Tell me more. Three of Wands. Okay, this is all about that action. All this wand energy is giving action, action, action. Okay, so Three of Wands is that energy of preparation, right? It's like you set the stage, or put it this way, your background, because that's that. The Three of Wands upright is a card for me that says, okay, I want this job, or I want this particular thing. Here's my bio. Here's my resume. How should I pursue the next steps, right? Or you've already pursued it, put it that way. So the Two of Wands is that thinking, okay, which way do I go? What's the best path? Three of Wands is I've chosen my path and I've taken action toward that path. So it's really a card for me. The first thing Spirit gives me with that card typically is I put my resume, I applied, I made a contact, I did something toward my next step in this process. Tell me more. Yeah, Jazz, we do live donation readings on Thursdays and Sundays. Tell me more. And then we got, oh, okay, got it. So this is the Seven of Swords here. So you are Queen of Wands, taking action. You have announcements to make. You have steps you want to take. You've taken those steps, right? So you have a goal. You have a purpose. You have a target, or whatever it is that you're focused on. You have a focus. But the challenge is dealing with somebody who is not honest, who is not straightforward, who may be passive aggressive, slick, strategizing against you, all of those things. Somebody that you do not um, probably resonate much with. I know I personally am dealing with somebody like that who's not being upfront with me, but there are other players in place. So for me, in my situation, because I can resonate with this a lot, they can lie all they want. The challenge and the lesson is that they're being shown to be a liar. Now, that could be your situation, or you could just be very much aware that the person that you have a connection with or that is in your path is somebody that is not honest. Now, the flip side to this card, Spirit is also saying that strategy, your strategy is important. Okay, the seven of swords is not just a card about lying. It's a card about strategy and using intelligence. But this is in the challenge and a lesson position, so there's some sort of lesson to learn regarding strategy. Okay, so I don't know. Let's see what the likely outcome is. Tell me more. Thanks for coming to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Oh, wow. 6 of Wands. Victory. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. Ooh, that money coming. I told Satan to get thee behind. See, I had to go into my childhood Christian days, and let me tell you something. For this to be in upright, these cards are shuffled upright and reverse, you will have the victory. Whoever is listening, if you're going through what I've already mentioned, keep your mind positive and grateful for what you have and what you have already accomplished, because there are going to be either higher ups or community partners or business partners. There's going to be someone that takes notice and supports. Okay, the victory is yours. So if there is somebody that's in your path strategizing against you or not being honest and forthright, that will be coming to light. Everyone will know. Everyone who needs to know, put it that way, will know. You have to just speak your piece, which is the page of wands is here. And somebody messing with my throat chakra right now because everything was clear before I started. Also, the King of Pentacles. You are 10 toes down, solid, okay? Solid in whatever you decided, solid in whatever you're doing, and that money coming. That money is coming, the victory, the notoriety, the respect is here. With with the 6 of Wands. It's like you're good. Like you become victorious regardless of the stumbling blocks, regardless of the challenges. If you persevere, you win. That's the 6 of Wands. I love that. I love that for you. All right, tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. I usually don't get these kind of readings, but tonight is the night. So I really do feel like this Mercury retrograde energy is clearing up. Because normally we getting into the love stuff, but Spirit is like, no, let's talk finance tonight. Let's talk life purpose. Let's talk goals. And here we are. All right, tell me more, Spirit. Ooh. Damn. All right, too many cards passing. I can't take all of this, but let's see what it fell. We got the High Priestess. We got the Knight of Cups, and we got the Sun. So Spirit said you already know who might be moody with you, fickle with you. Like you might have a fickle individual. That might be the 7 of Swords individual. But you might have somebody fickle with you and you already know their MO, their motive, what they're about. But then you have the Sun. The Sun is that clarity. The Sun is the strength. The Sun is the blessing. The Sun is illumination, right? It's happiness, it's joy, it's gratitude, it's all those good things. So good what's up, Ralph? So it's given that there's still blessings coming regardless of this whoever this person is, whatever they represent. There's somebody who might be in a Debbie Downer type of mood, but that's not your problem. All right, tell me more, Spirit. What up, Ralph? Smash that like button tonight. Oh yeah. So okay, the worst is over. Ten of Swords. The worst is over. The Queen of Wands has come. She has conquered. Hey, Tuesday. What's up, boo? She has come. She has conquered her problems, her issues. Like, the worst is over. Something is being handled. And I feel like on a spiritual level, something is being handled. Let me shut this door, y'all. Hold on. What in the world is going on in the chat? Saletta Cordo. No, these cards are. I don't know who made these cards. Oh, I don't know who made it. The author is MJ Colliang. And Pisces gal, you need to, like Black Cherry said, you need to seek counseling. Okay, if you're 21 and you going through a brutal breakup, you need to go seek counseling. There are counselors. You can go to my about this channel page, and there is a link that's kind of like it's called link bio. You click on that, and there is a link for mental health, right? But through mental health, there are other links, other supports that will help you. A tarot reading is not going to give you all that you need. You have to trust your own intuition. Only you know what you're going through, and you need additional support. All right. No, the Ten of Swords in reverse is the opposite. If it's a brutal breakup, you need counseling. That's what you should be thinking. I don't want to get into the mind of somebody that brutalized somebody. So that's not what I'm doing. This is a collective reading. We do live donation readings on Thursdays and Sundays. You want a personal reading? My email address is in the it's in the description. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. No problem. Justice. Y'all. So I'm saying that's why the worst is over with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Injustice. What it's almost, I'm getting karma, but I'm getting like you're now getting your dharma, right? You're getting your balance back. You know, the things that you felt that were against you are not holding you back anymore. Justice has no favorites. Okay, that's why the Justice card, no matter what deck, typically they have a what you call it, blindfold on, because justice don't have favorites. Justice is going to deliver the just, not just, because you want it and because this person needed it or they liked it or they want. No, it's going to deliver what you deserve fairly. And this, man, this is a good reading. This is a good reading. That's what I'm talking about. All right, tell me more, Spirit. Oops. I couldn't pick better cards, Spirit. Thank you. One at a time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in the hidden energy, there was some things that don't make you happy. And again, there was a moody person, energy, somebody very fickle, maybe even emotionally manipulative, that might be in the hidden energy. Okay, but this is also you choosing what makes you happy over what doesn't, right? Feeling apathetic about some situations versus what your opportunities are. And I feel like you're going to be very choosy with the offers, kind of like getting job offers, right? And maybe there's a job that you want, but they don't pay enough. Then there's another job that I could do it, but it pays a whole lot more. And you know it's going to be a whole lot more taxing. And then all of a sudden the perfect fit comes. So you got to weigh all your options. Do I choose the highest paying one that won't make me happy? Do I take a pay cut just to do what I love? Or do I go the middle path and deal with something that may not be the highest, definitely not the lowest, but more suitable for my lifestyle? And then weigh the pros and cons on that. One is far, one is close, one is home, work from home, one isn't. What works best for you? Tell me more. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you very much. And then you got Page of Cups. Oh, okay. So this Seven of Swords energy is going to be forced to apologize to some degree. Wanting to create a new beginning. Somebody may be wanting to start over. Or they may not just have a choice, really. There's going to be an offer, a peace offer to some degree. And it may even feel like it's coming from an immature place from that other person, but there's a peace offer coming. All right, tell me more. Kiki, hello, darling. How are you? Good evening this evening. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, the 10 of... Yo. I'm going to claim this reading, okay? Because this is beautiful energy. Coming from the pain in the past and realizing the worst has happened to the 10 of coins. The victory with the 6 of wands. Oh my gosh. Wow, what's the bottom of the deck? Oh, and the moon is in reverse. Which, for me, okay, I know every reader is different, right? But for me, when the moon is in reverse, that's clearing up all the murky feelings. You know what I'm saying? All that illusion and delusion, that's no more. When the moon is in reverse, you start to see through all of that. It's almost like the veil has been lifted. You become that high priestess energy because now you see. It's like somebody like, okay, when the moon is in upright, you're thinking, you might be in love with the potential of a thing. You might be in love with all the possibilities, but not what the actual thing is presenting. When the moon is in reverse, oh no, you see it as it is. You are now clear. You are focused. You're not unsure. You are now sure. So yeah, money, money, money is coming. That's the stability in your family, the happiness. Oh my God, the success. So I don't know. I feel like this is a win-win type of situation for somebody. You get justice. And there might have been some things that are apathetic, but you have choices, you have options. And you have like clarity on how you feel about it. Or clarity on where the problems are. You know what I'm saying? Clarity on your own emotions and your own interpretation of things. With these type of cards, this is like, and then with the King of Pentacles in the upright, that's being sure. Like 10 toes down, you know who you are. You know what your purpose are. You're not confused about nothing. You like, yeah, I'm stubborn, steadfast, and on it. In a positive way, not that stubborn that cuts you off, the despite your, cut your nose off the despite your face type energy. This is like, no, I am tenacious. I am focused. I have a purpose and I'm driven to get it. And then you got the 10 of coins. Like, money comes to you easily. Money comes to you frequently. Money comes to you. Money comes. So, opportunities, money, stability. Life is looking up. Life is looking real good. Wow. Okay, so what else I need to do? Oh. I love to hear it too, Kiki. Because I'm like, give me my money. I need some dough. Matter of fact, let me shift. to my money moves deck, because I see where spirit is leading. This is not giving that, that typical, that person, they want to come back reading. This is like, yo, your life is about to take a whole different trajectory. Like, where you going is much better than where you were. That's what I'm definitely getting. And it's because of your perseverance. It's because of your understanding of who you are, your self-worth, especially with the Queen of Wine here, knowing who you are, and the King of Pentacles. Those are two, I am sure, what I want. Okay? What's up, Queen Soul? Peace and blessings to you. Uh-uh. Look at this. Money tree popped out. Dreams come true. You will get what you have long desired. Enjoy your wealth. Y'all. Ain't, oh, wait, a couple cards flipped. Let me just, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this money, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get this money. All right, tell me some more, Spirit. I'm loving this. Yeah, I mean, I was so tired of talking about the ex, y'all. I was so tired of that energy. And I'm so glad Spirit is like, listen, wherever you going, whatever you're doing, the seeds that you're planting, they get ready to fruit. And I feel like, it's going to come in ways you didn't imagine, things that you didn't think of. It's going to exalt you in places you belong. Mm. Come on, more. Wisdom, yes. Insight into the natural or physical objects give you foresight. Use your best judgment. Yeah, that's where that justice comes in. It's the wisdom. I feel like the culmination of this 10 of coins comes from your efforts. It comes from, you know what I'm saying, the knowledge, the wisdom that you've already acquired and put in place. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more.
Are you making both of these tonight or just one?
Both, but the other one I could only make one pan at a time because I had the smaller pan. So there's more meat.
Okay, can I get you make that tomorrow or something?
No, okay. I mean, well, put some aside for your dad tonight.
Okay.
All right, tell me more. Duality. Do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. Okay, so that speaks to this Seven of Swords person. Okay, and the apathy you might have about a situation. Like, in your gratitude, in your celebration, there will be some that don't cheer you on, and that is fine. What you have to remember is your self-worth. You don't need them to cheer you on for you to be successful. And sometimes we get caught up in who's paying attention, who understands, who's excited for us, who's cheering us on. But the most important thing is we need to cheer ourselves on. The most important thing is we have to persevere regardless of who supports and who doesn't support. Okay? There's a duality. There's some people that smile in your face and tell you, oh, I just love what you do. And they be the main ones stabbing you in your back. And it's like, or if they don't stab you in the back, they're just the main ones that don't show up. You know how many times you heard somebody start a business and their family didn't help? You know what I'm saying? Their friends and family didn't support, didn't buy one thing, didn't, go to one event, didn't do anything. But all the blessings came from the strangers that needed the service that we're providing or the item. You know what I mean? When you build a business, you build a business to solve a problem. And there's people that need that problem solved. There's some people that just don't get it. They will not support you. And it's okay. You can still build it anyway. So don't get caught up with people who can't support you, because there's somebody else out there who recognizes who you are and will do that. And will do just that. Tell me more, Spirit. Home base. So it says home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safest place you can be. Change your environment. So if you're around family or friends that don't support you, then you change that home base. Change your environment. Change the people you're around that you call home. It's time to get in a better environment, whatever the situation is. And it could be changing the job that you're in. right? Now, I know where I am in the world. Job changing, listen, it's not easy, and maybe you shouldn't change jobs, but it could be who you hang out with after work. Again, it could be a family thing. Be very discerning the moves and the strategy that you take. If you're changing environments at the job, it could be you moving up the ranks. So you're no longer with the people you used to be around because now you're in a different department. Okay, you take it how it resonates. If you're an entrepreneur, you're in another location or you're opening more businesses. Whatever the case may be, it's time for growth and it's time for change. All right, tell me more, Spirit. Woo, star power. Woo, woo, woo. Become an influencer of a company and earn fame and popularity. Step into the spotlight. If you ain't winning, if you ain't winning, you are a winner. That's what I'm getting here. You are a winner. And you are a person of power here. Because the bottom of the deck, you have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. Listen, put them naysayers out of your ear. Like, don't give them any energy. It's no longer their time. Don't let them consume you, suck you down, keep you dry. You know what I'm saying? Those people that that them false celebratory people. I don't know how to put it. Like, let me think how it go. The people that cheer for you, but they really don't deep down support you, or they could be giving you like low blow jabs on the low type. Yeah, but blah blah blah. Like when somebody's giving you a low blow, and matter of fact, I was just talking to Black Cherry about Miss America, right? So one side of my family is Jamaican, and so I grew up in both American and Jamaican culture, and so I explain to my children that if somebody says to you something to the lines of "Okay, Miss America," that's not a compliment. They may want you to take it that way because they're playing with your head, but that's not a compliment. It's being sarcastic. But if you don't know it from other cultures, you would think somebody's trying to flatter you. And typically, no. They're saying, no, you're doing that stuff that them Americans do, and we don't appreciate that. I don't really like it. But since you love it, you know what I mean? It's rude. It's actually a rude thing to say. And there's people that will give you backhanded compliments, make you try to build you up but break you down at the same time. Watch out for those people. Those are that dual nature, those two-faced individuals. You know what I'm saying? And so what you need to do is ignore that. And then if that is what you're around in your environment, because it says change your environment, then that's when you start to realize that's what you separate yourself from. Because we're not dealing with that backhanded compliment nonsense. You don't get to tear me up, brill me up and tear me down at the same time. I'm trying to say too many things at the same time, y'all. Let me slow down. But you get what I'm saying? Like, we don't need people in our lives being phony. You know what I'm saying? Either they keep it real, they keep it supportive, or they move on. That's it. Or you move on, right? And we not holding people's hands and trying to explain to them how to treat us. Mm-mm. Either they know how to be a friend, they know how to be a family member, whatever, or they don't. Do you move on with whatever your soul tribe is, whether they blood relative or friends or whatever? You move on. You move on. You take that energy and you keep it stepping. Because you know what you deserve. You know what the effort that you've put in to building your life. You have wisdom and knowledge. Circle back to that. Circle back to that wisdom, that knowledge. Take your own advice so that you can have a happier life. For real, for real. Disrespectful to indigenous also major girl. Child. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't play that. Disingenuous, exactly. Perfect word. Disingenuous people. You know, it's so much of that. People want to be surrounded by success, but they can be very jealous, spiteful, and have a lot of animosity for it being because of you. But spiritually, you have star power. Power is here twice. Power is in the overall energy, right? Because you have the power to manifest, to take control of your life. But then you also have star power here, meaning you are influential and you are earning your fame and your popularity. You belong in a spotlight. Like when people tear you down, do not minimize your light for them. Do not try to shrink in the shadows because they can't elevate. Their elevation or lack of is not your problem nor your fault. So it's up to you to focus on you. You have the power. Do what's right for you. And them other people, you know, they're gonna be like, oh, you acting different now. Guess what? You supposed to be. Because that's called growth and that's called change. You're supposed to be different. You're supposed to carry yourself a better way. Right? If you learn better, you do better. So you can't be the same and stay the same all the time. And people who aren't willing to do the work or elevate themselves and whatever their goals are will take issue with a person that's trying to grow. And they will attempt to hold back. You know what I'm saying? They will try to hold you back while they're holding themselves back. You can't let nobody hold you back because they scared to grow. Mm-mm. Give me two more cards out this deck, Spirit. Success. Wow. You know, this deck do have negative cards, so I'm just really happy right now. It says choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. You are on the right track. All I'm saying, success is assured because of the efforts that you're putting in. Success is assured because you are persevering. Success is assured because you are not going to let anything stop you from achieving your goals. Even the liars that come into your life strategically plotting against you will have to bow down and kiss your feet, if you get what I'm saying. Because there are people that might want to talk bad about you, slick about you, or just throw roadblocks in your path. But they get found out. Then they got to explain themselves. And they end up looking stupid. Okay? I got a situation like that too. This person tried to put me in hangman energy. Want me to wait, want me to sweat them. I don't know what she want. I don't know her well enough, but I know who she is. If you get what I'm saying, you know, when you access your wisdom, you go in your Rolodex in your mind and you go, you know what? I've seen this person before. They did different skin, different body, but I'm aware of what this is, this entity I'm dealing with, right? And so you move accordingly. You don't feed that entity what they want, right? You starve them, okay? So that they're not taking from you. You starve that entity. I know me personally I got plans, y'all. I got plans. I got plans, and there's an entity in this Seven of Swords energy that's going to have to confront me this week. And then, you know, I don't know how it's going to go for them. I know that I'm still going to land on my feet either way. I'm good. But you know what I mean? Like, I've seen I'm going in my memory breaks. Like, yes, you are that. Dealt with that person before. You are that. I know who you are. I recognize you. I recognize you. And they recognize me too. That's why they acting the way they are. I'm not kissing somebody behind. So they like, how can I try them? You know, if my guides could give them their guides some advice, my guides would be like, try Jesus, but don't try Clarityempress. Like, don't do that, right? And I feel like your guides, same thing. What the past is, what this person has tried to do, you are ensured success. They better to try something else than to try you. You ain't turning too many cheeks because you're goal oriented and focused. Hmm. Your mom does that to you? I'm sorry, I just not seeing it. Oh, I didn't catch what it was that your mom does, but yeah, people try to keep you in that hangman. If I'm speaking right, people try to keep you in the hangman energy, waiting for you to kiss their behind. And no, and no, we're not doing that. 0% chance we're doing that. We're blocking people these days. A classy block for the classless. I keep saying this guy's lines from I've seen him on reels. I don't know his name, so I could plug him, but I can't. Every time I look at his page, I forget to look at his name. I just look at his content. But he helps women with their self worth by running these scenarios about what men do to manipulate, like the red flags, and how you, as a woman, should respond. And it's usually you're responding with a block, like, you know what, you're a block. We're done. Don't ever contact me again. Bye. And he's not wrong. Like, he's not overdoing it. If he feels like it's petty, he might even label the video petty, but he's doing God's work. Because a lot of women, women in general, right? When you, not women, I'm gonna put it this way: people in general who have good hearts want to see the good in other people. So what we will do is give people the benefit of the doubt when we really should shut them down nice and early. But because we hope to see us in that person, we give them chances they don't necessarily deserve, right? And I get why he created his content, because we not sometimes there's no chance needed, because where that's gonna go is going to be a slippery slope. So there might be somebody in your life that you need to nip it in the bud with. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual awakening. Hello. Oh yes, I see that you follow him. I love him. What's his name? What is that man's name? Anyway, I can't. I don't know why I can't remember it. I can't. But when I see him pop up with a new one, I'll be right there. Like, let me see what he talk about today. Or she. He don't give himself. I don't think he gives the feminine character a name or him. He just play random dudes and in the feminine energy. Helping hand. Others need to assist with services, increase no one can handle it all. The challenge, I will say, is finding people that will help you doing what you do, because this came out in reverse. Sometimes it's hard. And also, if you don't ask, you will not receive. What they say, a closed mouth, excuse me, don't get fed, right? So if you are not asking for help, it will delay your progress. Not to say you won't have progress, but we need help. We all need help sometimes. I was talking to Ralph, and we were talking about um people going to nursing school, and every nurse that he knows lives in a situation where at some point she might not be able to work in order to finish her course load. You know, most nurses he knows that have gone through it had to have had some sort of support, meaning they live with somebody, and majority of the bills are taken care of so that they can pursue what they're going through, what the classes. And that's could be the same for a lot of different professions. Like, sometimes to get to the next level, you're going to need to lean on somebody temporarily. But if you don't ask for help, you won't get the help. If you don't tell people what you need, you won't get your support. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? You could struggle through it, but you if you can't persevere because you don't have the support, then it just delays your progress. Doesn't mean that you will never make it. Just means it's going to take you that much longer, or you got to do it again the next go around. You can't finish what you start. You need help sometimes. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to say specifically, you know what, I need XYZ and I don't know how else I'm going to get it. Even if the person you're talking to does not have the actual answer, they might give you some good clues, good advice, tell you the right person to talk to, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But closed mouth don't get fed. You can't get help if you don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes we gotta open our mouths and tell people, like, look, this what's going on. And I don't know what to do. And like I said, sometimes just saying the words out loud is help enough. Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It don't always mean that the person that you talking to got all the answers, but a trusted person is gonna listen to you. And maybe perhaps point you in the right direction so that you can get the help that you need. You just never know. You really don't. You never know when your help is around the corner. I have a situation where interestingly enough, I approached the organization about partnership. Um, was it right after? I don't know, sometime during the pandemic, but it was, no, I think it was, maybe 2020. Yeah, so it had to be after the pandemic. But the organization I approached wasn't quite ready to deal with mine, mainly because in that building, even though I used to work in that building, they realized they had an asbestos problem and they were in the middle of remodeling and removing. And even though they were close to the end, I said, hey, can we work together? And, you know, I was hit with the, oh, well, won't you try this? Won't you try that? But not talking to the higher ups. This was coming from like a secretary. And I was thinking, well, can I speak to the person? Well, why don't you try this? They said try. I don't want to talk to what they said. I want to talk to them. And she just wasn't giving in. I just moved on. I moved on. I moved on fine, but I moved on because I'm not chasing nobody down. That's not how I work. So, interestingly enough, I had a meeting with a person who took her spot over. She passed away last year. And this person happens to be her child's father. So he has the job now, which is interesting. And I put it this way, I don't know what can come out of this. I'm not really worried about it. But before I got to this situation, I felt like it was gonna be more the same. My mind was negative. My mind was like, I'm gonna just go. Why not? And the outcome is that there is potential. There's possibilities. There is some things that could potentially work. And so I need to go explore that. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm going to explore it a little further. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to hold back. Not because she passed, but from the outlay of everything, things have changed dramatically. And I'm like, oh, wow. Didn't know you had this, didn't know you had that. This is all good to know and wonderful. So, like I said, a closed door, I keep saying closed door. A closed mouth don't get fed. Like, if I didn't ask the question, if I didn't pursue, take an extra step, I wouldn't know that this was possible. I always keep thinking that, no, it's not. They're not interested. Things that they had in place that I thought they put it in place right after I spoke to them aren't even in place anymore. I'm like, And the man said to me, thank God for you. I'm like, really? Okay, I'll take that. He's like, no, thank God for you because I put him on to a bunch of stuff he didn't even know that's possible. I'm like, yeah. So whether they do that with me or they do that for themselves, it don't matter. It's not going to stop me from doing what I do. And there was a blessing in meeting them, and I feel like we can do something in the future. Whatever that is, I don't know what it looks like. So I felt like I'm glad, even though I had a negative connotation in my head, I took the initiative to keep going. And that is the lesson I'm getting out of this reading for myself is I have to keep going. I don't stay in that negative space. Don't assume that all will be bad. You know what I'm saying? J Rock Lasher. Oh, that's his name, J Rock underscore Lasher. Yo, J Rock is my dude. I don't know why I kept thinking Nico in my head, but I don't think that's his name. So I think he got two names. Like he got a that J Rock underscore Lasher, and then he has something else in the title. Kind of like how mine says Tarot Blessings, but it also says Clarity Empress. So it's something like that. So I don't know if it is Nico in there, but I kept thinking, that's not exactly it. But anyway, check out that guy, J Rock Lasher, that Cherry put on the screen. He is definitely worth your while. Like, I like him. And he's telling the truth. Like a dude that'd be like, hey, what you doing? I was bored. I was just figuring if maybe you could come by. Blocked. 0% chance we're doing that. Oh, you want me to come by because you're bored. Right? Men think like that. And I like the fact that he is coming from a masculine perspective and he's also coming from a feminine perspective as no, do not take this type of nonsense from a dude. Don't do it. It ain't worth your while. I think I told you about this young man that tried it after a month, told somebody, oh, I'm not feeling it. Let's not be together. Let's not go forward because I'm looking for a soulmate and this is not giving soulmate energy. So it caught the person off guard. And my advice was classy block for the class list. 0% chance you're doing that. Get out your head and move on. It's only been a month, right? I said because what I saw in my wisdom and my understanding about the situation is he did a couple other things in that conversation trying to see where her emotions was, kind of really trying to manipulate, saying you don't have anything to say and you want to stop me, not stop me from going to this event I might run into you at, like really trying to probe where her head was. And one of the things I was saying to her was that his MO could be that he's already moved on to somebody else. So go ahead and unfollowing you and all that stuff he did was so that he can do his thing in peace, right? The other thing is if he block you, or I should say unfollow you and step away now, if he come back next time, right? Which 9 times he attend, he ain't gonna keep the attention of the next chick. He gonna come back with the, you know, let's try it again. Oh, I missed you or whatever. I really want to take it further. With the hopes that she gonna work real hard to give him that soulmate energy that he was looking for. But he don't know she got good people in her ear. Like, nah, cause she's young. She don't know better. I was like, get out your head. Stop worrying about that potential he was gonna give you, cause he ain't got it. You get what I'm saying? 11:11 when I'm saying that. Or El Nino. I knew it. I thought it was Nico. El Nino. Yes. That's my dude. Anyway, blessings on blessings on blessings. Star power, y'all. Like, click, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell anytime I come on. I'm going to leave it right here because this is positive. Just be grateful, okay? For whatever it is that you're doing, be grateful. Be grateful for your abilities, where you've gotten thus far, where you know you're going, your focus, your purpose. There is a assured victory and success with perseverance. You have the power to shape your future. So focus on your needs. And just go ahead and don't be afraid to step into your spotlight, no matter who the haters are or the supporters. It is your time. It is your time. All right? So take it how it resonates, y'all. In the meantime, in the between time,